what we need, start with the eggs. Because you need to measure everything the same. So we're going to start with the eggs. Probably because it's just me, or if it was like 2 people, use 2 eggs. So, one in there. In the bin. 2. I'll do this first because, because then I put the dry stuff in that one, pour the wet stuff in there, the mixing bowl, and then I can put the other wet stuff in there. So next, 2 eggs, so then I get the flour, plain flour, find a spoon, so then I have flour the same as the eggs, as in height. So these are like 2 half-pint glass. Doesn't really matter what size glasses you have, or cups, as long as they're like the same. So, eggs and flour, the same-ish, don't matter. So then, what I do now is pour eggs in the mixing bowl, which means, get rid of that eggshell, I've got the same glass to measure my milk to go in next to the flour. Doesn't matter if you've got a bit more liquid, I think it's sometimes better. So then put the milk in, milky moo, in there. Then find whatever you want to whisk it with. You might have an electric, I have got an electric whisker, but I think sometimes it might be a bit fast. I might make it a bit thick without air. So gradually put this in. Don't put it all in together because it just goes lumpy. Or you have to whisk a bit more. A bit easier to put less in at a time. A bit on the warmth this camera. There you go. So the less flour you put in, the less lumpy it goes quickly. So you can just whisk it quite easily. A bit more flour, keep whisking. And then last bit of flour. There we go. Just make sure it's all whisked in, no lumps. Well, it really matters. I don't know if it does matter actually. Could do. What do you reckon, True? Oh, True. What do you reckon, True? Do you think we should have lumps or no lumps? You don't care. Do you care? What? You're a good girl, good shoe chef. True chef. True chef. So as you can see, there's no lumps. It's just like nice and fluffy. And free range eggs are best. But they are anyway. Because like obviously free range are healthy chickens. These are quite light. So I tend to go like yeah, these aren't Tesco's, these are Co-op down the road, but we have like a free range shop. Well, it's not, it's like a garden thing with like where you put your money in and the thing comes open and you go ting ting and you get your eggs out. So then what I do, because that's nice and done, pretty easy that, no strain on my arms because you put the flour in slowly. So then you get a little bit of cold water, like about a tablespoon, but I just go to my sink. I don't know if I can turn the camera around. I'm at the sink. Just go with it. I'm at the sink. Little splash. Splash. Now back. Yeah. And then just whisk that in. Don't know why, but I just got told it. Put that in. Then you can cover it up if you want. I don't tend to use tin foil because it's just a waste of money putting tin foil on, so put a plate over it. I don't know why, but just and in the fridge we go. Oh, fuck's sake. That was the plate having a bit of a trauma. Anyway, in it goes until everything else is cooked. And then it will be alright. So what we have to do is now start to heat the pan for the Yorkshires because they have to be really hot. So just filled the bottom of this with some oil, and while the food in the oven is nearly cooked, hey true, I have to back off for the steam that comes out. Woohoo! So what I'll do is I'll move the food that is more or less cooked down to the bottom, put this in to heat up for the Yorkshires, which take a couple of minutes, and I'll take the food out. Meanwhile, take the batter out of the fridge because it'll be a bit cool now. Lid off, obviously. Yum. Right. Get this and give it another. Just so the air's all in it, because the more air you have in it, the better it's going to rise. Because I'm a pro, clearly. They get really massive. You watch this. The bubbles start to come up, so it's air. So while it's like the oil in the pan is heating up, it shouldn't take long, to be fair. It should be like, there we go, look at them bubbles. That's what you need. And that is what will really help it rise. Makes it lighter. If it's too heavy, it just won't rise. So, hopefully by now, as the oven's on about 250, we're going to take the oil out and see what goes on. I'm going to put you back on a stand here. So, this is well aerated. Good word for me. So we're going to get that oil out. Make sure my true chef is there. Where is she? There she is. Always there, ready to cook. She's a good little cook, this one. Ooh, steamy. Right, going to take the rest of the roast dinner out because it is done. So that's parsnips, potatoes, a bit of meaty moved. Right, so now we've got this hot oil. You can actually see it. There we go. Let's move that back. Just about see it. So just going to put. You can hear it sizzle. You can actually watch it sizzle in the pot. Just fill it to the top edge of the thing. You can see bubbling away. Yorkie puddings. Put that straight in the oven. And then leave it. Don't open the oven because they sink with the air. But I'm not really quite sure how long you put them in for. Because you can normally look through the door. But it depends how often you clean your oven, to be fair. So we'll just wait. I might time this actually. So I'll show you in a bit. Here we go. It's got to be time. Oh, heat again. Are you right, true chef? Yes. There we go. Yorkies for the porkies. 10 minutes.